Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vampire The Masquerade Bloodlines. Did I say Bloodlines? I totally said Bloodlines. Coteries of New York. Oh, whoops. Anyway. So, apparently we're just left with choices for tonight. So we could investigate our stock. Could get started on that. But I think we want to work on Agathon, get his story out of the way. Then we can focus on all of our stuff. Hopefully, maybe. Not sure how many more nights we have left. This is not like night 11, I think. Probably the final confrontation between Agathon and his junior is getting now. And Icing Sturbridge, Highway to the Championship of the Five Boroughs in New York, is impatient to see its results. Like, totally. Getting any reception. You're in haven when somebody knocks on your front door. Puzzled, you open it. I like how we're puzzled this time. Like, last time we're like, oh, well, it's the sheriff. This time it's like, oh, I don't know who it could be. Agatha stands in the hallway as threateningly as if the 10 seconds it took for you to come to the door was an impossible imposition. Now we guys are going out to hunt for the research. Now you need my help. Yes, exactly. Let's go. And don't spout any words, just off we go. You follow Agatha down to the street, wondering what kind of revelations tonight will hold. So far, Agatha and Trish haven't been successful at locating the research notes. We've learned a lot about the Tremere and Agatha himself. This time I've got. The problem is when an old vampire disappears, even from our clan, so secretive that it's hard for us to find out what they were up to. And the stars parked at the curb. Again, he starts to drive. Maybe guess that the notes we were looking for belong to an old member of our house. The problem is that we need to continue her research. There's the thing. We could ask about the research, which probably is a bad idea. Could ask about the missing clanmate, which is probably irrelevant. Could ask why Juno needs the notes, which is probably the best question. But, you know what, screw it. Why not ask about the Tremere and their research? That's a stupid question. Don't tell me what these notes are about. What were you researching? Maybe I can tell you something. I know blood is disgusting, right? Technically we can insist on it, but it tastes vile. Well, if you're a Nosferatu, it's not that bad. You're doomed to hunt humans for blood. The question is, can this be changed? Well, Agathon starts to sound excited until he suddenly goes silent. Perhaps he spares to revealing even this much to you. Also, do I have any notes? No. You're getting used to sitting in Agathon's car in silence. He drives you, look out the window, back to Queens. Eventually you roll up to an industrial area called Ward's Point. It doesn't really look like a place where a blood source would hang out. And then parts in front of a car repair shop that looks like it's seen better days. A huge puddle with water on the road and the car wrecks strewn about. Very quick if I... Hey, we're back here. Very quick if I can find this place, so could you. You look around to see if someone is observing you, but there don't seem to be any people about. Why would it be? Oh yeah, by the way, we need to feed. Boy, do we need to feed. Like, yeah. We're taking around a place like this at night. You have to drive the front door of the repair shop and as soon as drive to the back, you follow. There's a broken window in the back protected by iron bars. I can grab some, give those a quick shake. Tight iron grill comes off. Daughter, Agatha lowers it to the ground. Or someone else had already broken in and no one to leave an obvious foreign entry. You and Agatha climb inside through the window. It's awkward but not difficult. Looking around, realize that the repair shop has been abandoned for some time. It looks like homeless people have stayed in here in the past, but nobody's going and squatting on the premises. Try a light switch, but nothing happens. You know the drill. I'll do the rest of the office, make sure there are no interruptions. I might just wait to the repair. Oh no, if those... Here's the thing, if there are, you know, potentially homeless people squatting here, Yeah, that blood's not gonna work with us because we are Ventru. He makes his way to the repair shops off the slightly cleaner areas than the rest of the building. Begins the ritual in the dark. Shift to explore. No place where to follow you. You start checking the work areas. And then remembers the strange were recovered by his blood magic and takes carefully major steps around the office. Meanwhile, you start looking around in the main shop area. No gym cars raced on it. Watching children must have been done years ago. Pages from a porn magazine lie strewn on the concrete floor. When you're back to the office, there's a small TV on the desk. Probably from the 90s, looking closer, you realize there's a post-it note in the middle of the TV screen. You take it. Reads loser. Juno. Stops gesturing. Deny Hill. How is that possible? You show him the post-it note, he takes it, looks it over, suspecting it might hide a devious trick. In fact, she has the notes in it and she had to gloat. You have to go. I think we spent a lot of time recently hurrying after Agatha to watch briskly in and out of buildings and to his car. Starts the car as you close the door. You have to go to a haven and get the notes, there's no time to waste. Despite the urgency of his words, Agatha drives carefully as ever. It seems that only a threat to his grandmother was enough to make him drive recklessly. So what do we do with her? Is she an enemy? Not be hasty, I'm sure we can talk this through. Well, I don't really have the blood to escalate things or actually talk this through, so Agatha does its own to convince. Jim's Haven is in Brooklyn, in a waterfront warehouse. The drive south to Brooklyn, this is one of the advantages of being a dead movie at night. Traffic is much lighter than if you wanted to zoom around the 5 boroughs during rush hour. Walking the car, Agatha points to a light coming from an otherwise dark yellow brick warehouse. That's her. Let's go in. We search going to use the front door. I'm gonna go around the warehouse. Spooky. We're going to keep a low profile for now. You search around the building and look for an alternative entry point. Find a rusty metal door with no window in it. At the very end of the building, some kind of emergency exit. You open with little difficulty entering the building with Agathon. Well, obviously she probably has wards, like he does. Merge into a light-proof room, set off on one side by a cheap plywood wall. It's a fancy-looking door that probably leads to the main warehouse center where you stop to listen. You hear 2 voices, but they're hard to make out. One is you, and the other sounds like it comes from underwater with strange resonance. You best to make out what they were saying, but understand only bits and pieces. It's possible for me to bring another. Oh, if it's underwater. Yes. We are too powerful. Enough waiting. Agatha tries to break down the door by ramming into her shoulder. It's flimsy and breaks a surprisingly little effort. You and Agatha barge into the space to find steps at the preparatory of a candlelit ritual. Yay! Fun times. Candlelit ritual circle, I should say. Your eyes are drawn to the rush basin at Juno's feet. Raise your imagination, but almost feels like the water inside is emitting a wane red light of its own. Dude, you have to stop. Hand me the notes. Oh, Agathon, you're such an idiot. This is beyond you now. I'll give you one last chance. Come with me. Forget Einstein and our power games. Join me and you can become your own man. What? Agathon seemed generally flabbergasted at the suggestion. Where's your contact, Juno? Who are you talking to? Juno smiles at you. That's a good question. I guess Einstein's server just has to go around trumpeting the fact that the old hierarchy doesn't hold a monopoly on male power anymore. There are forces out there and now join them. Juno picks up a bulging old folder from a chair inside the ritual circle. This dumbass has any brains, he'll join me. No one, not for the clan, but for my family. My real family. Juno sighs. She does a little surprise at Agatha who fears to come with her. I would have felt badly if I hadn't offered you the chance. Come out to the chant room, meet Juno. Talk to Einstein. You see, this is not a good idea. Glance at Agathon with concern. Your source of a fine Juno in the middle of a ritual circuit doesn't seem like a good idea. 2 words. Fuck you. I don't think presence is going to work. Do I want to waste more blood, though? So here's the thing. Grab it, escalate, potentially escalate. This is stupid, but I want to try it. But my blood is, yeah. Oh, my blood's a bit too low. Oh well. Please just give us a note, we won't stop you from leaving. Joe's shoulder slump. Tired of the fight, tired of having to bust my ass for some asshole like Ainsley. One new life, away from all this crap. Juno weighs the photo in her hand. Maybe I should just give this to you. George told you to put your hand on the photo, but by then Juno's eyes brightened with realization. It almost worked. You fucker, you manipulate me. She slaps your face and you feel this. If your insides have suddenly caught fire, you open your mouth and no sound comes out. While you focus on the feeling of Agathon's hand on your shoulder, you realize you lie sprawled on the floor. Are you alright? Can you speak? Pain's receding, but you feel like shit, hurting all over, barely able to walk. Took a lot of blood. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that. Oh crap, look how our blood pulps. That's not good. Agathon supports you as you walk back. He's smiling. He knows the photo on his arm. Like, Agathon, can you hand me a bloodstone? I sort of need one. You got Wi-Fi of the notes. I'm sorry you got hurt, but it was worth it. Worth it? Done with anything or two about your view of the situation, my tongue is momentarily a lump of charcoal in your mouth. Since silence as Agathon drives you back to Manhattan, traffic in the small hours is mercifully slight. Ah, jeez, look at that blood though. It's so bad. Zero in its words. So, did you join Tremere Rebels? Like, even such a thing? Well, there's the Anarchs, and there could be the Sabbat. But, well, there is. It was formed by a woman called Karna. Used to be pretty monolithic, but not anymore. I suppose Juno would be happy with them if they accept her now that she's failed. It's the cult bookstore. After Agathon parts the car, you head inside. You climb to the second floor to find Aisling Sturbridge waiting for you. Of course. She's a surprise to catch for someone with such power. Like, you have good news, I hope. Yes, we have the notes. The hand of the photo, Aisling Sturbridge caresses the cover with obvious joy. Wonderful, you did not disappoint. What Juno? We were not able to stop her, she escaped. Well, no matter, Agathon. You put yourself yet again. Tiffany looks like the pyramid has a good friend in you. By the way, what's the pyramid? The traditional hierarchy of blood bonds reaching from the top to the bottom of the pyramid used to define the Tremere. After the fall of Vienna, the blood has recorded and aborted all such connections. As such, it can no longer blood bound over kindred. Without the rigid structure ordering the clan into rank and value, some warlords find themselves competing for anything that might allow them to gain some of the form of power. I'm just going to accept the compliment in silence. You're not saying anything. Agathon looks relieved. You leave the birdstar praise ringing in your ears. Even the Tetracaturn, Agathon manages to smile. You have no idea what happened with the notes, but you feel that you have reached an understanding with Agathon. Perhaps that's enough in the world of backstabbing and betrayal that you now inhabit. Oh, hey, remember how our hunger was up so high? Oh god. The hunger calls to you. Say skyscrapers, the seemingly never-ending sprawl with the burrows. It's all prison you need out. You need to take back control of your life this instant. Now your sire's frosted blue eyes mocks you, tempts you to show your dominance, to prove you have the guts to take what you want. Feeding, that's just a thing. Coaching, no. Ordering water to bend to your will. Drinking deep from their lifeblood. Faces pass by, while some look more ravaging than others. Any would do right now. You compose yourself to rational mind, fearing of a blatant breach of the masquerade's temporary hold over the beat. Sense compulsions. Calm yourself a small victory in and of itself. The simplest command will have to do for now, but it won't last. You need to quench the hunger before it overtakes you and makes you lose control. Can I go feed then? No, apparently we can't. Fuck you, game. God, that's so irritating. It's like I need to feed. Well, you can't go feed. But I need to go feed. Why is that not an option? Like, I would gladly skip this if I could go feed, but nope. Last time you failed to resolve the situation with Stalker, you have to get a hand on that one way or another. Also, apparently, though, even though we didn't feed, our hunger's just gone. Fuck if I know. You're in Haven when the intercom rings, answering cautiously. You hear an older male voice. Oh, hi, you. Hello, I'm calling because a friend asked me to come by and offer you my services. The fuck you mean, services? You know, services. You know what I'm talking about. The man sounds strange inside, breathing hard. This is a sad thing. No, I mean, not that way. I know you're one of them. Places are right on mine. You can drink with me if you understand what I mean. Oh. Hey, I needed to feed. Man you've never seen before is paying a visit to an apartment not many people know of, offering for you to feed from him. Well, this sucks, but fine. Let's continue this face to face. That's a wonderful idea. Let me just come in and stake you in the heart. A man passes you and knocks on the door to your haven. You cautiously open the door. Stranger looks at you sheepishly. He's in his 30s, dressed in a clean business suit. Looks moderately successful, someone you could meet at an investment bank. So I don't want to truth, so that's why I called him downstairs. I mean, that would probably be the smart thing, but I'm still concerned. What happened to my feed? It's like, well, we controlled our hunger using I don't know what. We made the beast go away for temporarily, but we didn't really feed, so come in. I was hungry anyway. Man looks comically satisfied as you usher him into your haven. He barely waits for you to close the door before he leaves into the collar shirt, closes his eyes, and bares the neck and quiver in anticipation. Look at the man taken aback by such forwardness. Well then. Figuring you didn't fight the man or a chat, you lean close, take by the shoulders, to sink your fangs into him. It's not an unpleasant way to feed. You flesh as the blood flows to your mouth. The food comes to your door of its own volition. The man... I'm like, seriously, I'm feeding. Why is that back? The man mumbles his drink for him, lost in the ecstasy of the kiss. It appears a little unseemly, for each other should indulge him in his pleasures. Taking care not to drink too much, you let it. Like, I do not understand this system. Like, it confuses the shit out of me. Because the tutorial said, when you're hungry, this is going to appeal. But then it just appears like, say when you're low in blood, this is supposed to appear, right? So like you're using your powers, it's going to appeal more often. But then we fed and it's back. What? It was gone because we somehow suppressed the beast, then it just poofed away. But now that we fed, it's back. Shouldn't have gone. Oh, what? I'm confused. By the way, taking care not to drink too much, you let go of the man after licking his wounds closed. Suddenly you're startled by a surprising sight. A woman not very old. Strangely dressed is looking at you intently only at arm's length before you can react. The mistress opens her front door. Turns to the sight, leaving you to wonder whether you really saw her at all. As you stare confused, the man you drank from steps out of your haven and into the hallway, staggering a little from the effects of the kiss. Close your door, wondering what that was all about. At least you got to feed, if nothing else. Yeah, we got to feed, but yet now we're hungry again. I don't fucking understand this system. I don't really understand it at all. Because apparently, oh, you fed. Well, now you're hungry. Wait, what? But you suppressed the beast, so you're no longer hungry. You use your power, so of course you're hungry. My head hurts. Oh, snap. Seriously? Seriously? Seriously. Huh. Not what I was expecting at all. But apparently we still have 3 days. Woo. Or nights, I should say. Huh. Well, that one felt like a short one, to be honest. So, oh well, since I'm still doing it in this format, I suppose. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all. Have a good night, or day, or whenever. Until next time, when we... Fuck if I know what I'm doing. Because I either want to go ball with that one, which I don't really want to, or if I start on that. Maybe I could always go visit the Nosferatu. I wasn't expecting, you know, another 3 day. I was expecting us to go back to the bullshit of having to do stuff constantly. Oh well. I can work with it. But anyway, till next time.